Good evening, Board of Education, Administration, World Language, faculty, parents, and students. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the World Languages Honor Society induction for the 2024-2025 school year. Please remove your hats and rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. While we're here tonight to honor the academic achievements of our language students, I would like to take a moment to recognize the other half of the equation, my esteemed colleagues. Let me introduce, and I'm going to ask you to rise and wave when I say your name. For our Spanish department, we had Ed Eagle, Jennifer Fuenzalida, Eric Odnyotsky, Michael Young. Our Italian teachers, Jenna Iazetti and Melissa Zappavigna. Our French teachers, we have Catherine McCarthy, Allison Smith, and Nancy Sorrow. Please join me. We've already thanked you, but a big round of applause for them. It's a privilege to be here with you all tonight as we celebrate a remarkable achievement, your induction into the World Language Honor Society. Your accomplishment is not just about acquiring skills, but about opening doors that to many people without a second or third language never even realize that are there. As someone who is bilingual, I can appreciate the tremendous gift of speaking another language. Yet I had an experience that reminded me of just how much I have yet to learn when I traveled to Japan this last summer. Despite all the excitement I felt before the trip, there were moments during my time there when I found myself completely lost, not just geographically, but culturally. I quickly realized that knowing how to navigate a map or pointing to a menu image to order food wasn't enough. The online translation platform wasn't enough. There was so much more to my travel experience, small conversations with locals, jokes that didn't quite translate, the deeper meaning behind a simple greeting that I missed out on because I couldn't connect with people in their native language. One of the more comical moments came when I was trying to understand a set of instructions for the toilet bowl. What seemed like the most fundamental and simple task, but because I didn't know the language or culture, it posed an embarrassing challenge. While this is just a silly instance, I realized how much we miss and how limited our functionality is when we only know one language. The truth is, speaking another language does more than allow us to communicate. It lets us understand the world differently. Language shapes how we think, how we view history, and how we relate to others. Without that deeper connection, you're always seeing the world through a narrow lens. For instance, how can we truly grasp the richness of Japanese culture, the traditions, the values and perspectives if we can't engage with the people in their own words? How can we appreciate the historical depth of a place if we're reading the translated versions of their stories? The experiences I missed out on in Japan reminded me of the profound importance of cultural competence. It's not just about knowing a language, it's about understanding the people. Being able to speak to someone in their own language builds trust, empathy, and respect. It gives you a window into their worldview and allows you to take part in conversations you would otherwise not be privy to. Whether you go into business, medicine, law, the arts, this cultural competence will be essential. It's not just a career skill, it is a life skill. So tonight, as you are inducted to the World Languages Honor Society, I want to inspire you to continue to grow your language skills. Travel and immerse yourselves in new cultures. Each time you do, you peel back another layer of the world and of yourself. In the end, knowing a language isn't just about communication, it's about connection, perspective, and ultimately the opportunity to live a fuller, richer life. Before we recognize the students individually here tonight, it's my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, someone who truly embodies the values we celebrate. Our keynote speaker has been an integral part of the district for the past 32 years, serving as middle school French and Spanish teacher. Over the years, she has inspired countless students, not just through her language instruction, but through her passion for fostering connections across cultures. She has been deeply involved in our school community, not just at HCC, but working with the after-school program at Wampus, where she brought a language learning to our younger students in fun, engaging ways. Whether leading interactive lessons or organizing activities, she's always been committed to making language accessible and exciting for students at all levels. Now, as Miss Saros sails off into retirement this year, please join me in welcoming her to the podium.
Bonsoir, buenas tardes, y buonasera. Just want to start by saying I'm honored to be here tonight. Studying a world language can be challenging, especially if it's not the language spoken at home. But your commitment to studying a language and its culture has and will continue to be an asset in whatever you may choose to do in the future. I am so proud of all of you here today who have made that commitment and have proven to be la crème de la crème. A second or third language can open up new opportunities and help you connect with different cultures. Learning another language gives you the knowledge to understand and be sensitive, not only to people from different parts of the world, but even to those here right in our own home. Our home that continues to become increasingly a population of multicultures and languages. I'm an example of a person who made a commitment to learn languages because I was faced with insensitivity as a child of immigrant parents. My parents were eager to assimilate while also protecting their own heritage and traditions at home. My parents are more than your average polyglots. My dad speaks 7 languages and my mom 5. And English was not the language of choice in my home, or the UN as my friends call it. I was born in Manhattan and moved to Westchester right before kindergarten, where my commitment to learn another language and learn about other cultures began. I don't remember much about kindergarten, but I do remember the moment, believe it or not, that I committed to learn French. On the very first day of kindergarten, when I realized that my English was very poor, and if I wanted to understand my teacher and play and communicate with my classmates, I better try hard and not be afraid to make mistakes. I also realized that there was another student in my class, Olivier, who was just like me. He was from France and barely spoke a word of English. I immediately felt that I belonged to his club, but I also knew that if I really wanted to belong, I better learn French. The goal became really important to me as a 7th grader. I chose French and continued to study till grad school. By the way, I never got a chance to show off my French skills to Olivier because he moved back to France like mid-kindergarten. I wonder where he is now. As I fell in love with the Francophone world and el mundo hispanohablante, my goal then became to teach and make others love the power of speaking other languages like I do. My dad always told me, Nancy, you know what? For each language you speak, you have another soul. I didn't really know what he was saying when I first heard him say that expression, but I knew that it had to be good because he loves me. Today, I believe it's a true gift to not only speak another language, but to understand the cultural diversity that we live in today. So cheers to you guys. Continue learning and accepting the cultures of others. Build a strong mind, and you too will be filled with many souls. Félicitations. Congratulations.
Écoutez et répétez. Comme membre de la Société honoraire de français, je promets de me dédier à l'étude de la langue française. Pour pouvoir m'y spécialiser, un jour, en me rappelant qu'une langue peut être un lien fort entre les gens d'origines différentes de races différentes ou de religions différentes.
Comme citoyen de mon pays, je promets de promouvoir l'amitié et la compréhension entre les gens d'ici et ceux d'autres nations mondiales. Voici ma promesse.
So our first student is Sloan Danny. Sabrina Feng. Laurel Fox. Owen Lee. Nicole Lynch. Kaylee McLaughlin. Gabriella Murley. Maya Malloy. And Ella Saltstein. I'm now going to ask the Italian teachers to come over so we can induct our Italian students.
Come membro della Società Oneraria di Italiano.
Come membro della Società Oneraria di Italiano.
Prometto di dedicarmi allo studio della lingua italiana.
Con il proposito di specializzarmi un giorno e ricordare che
Una lingua può essere un legame intenso tra genti di origini diverse,
di razze diverse, di religioni diverse,
come cittadino del mio paese. Prometto di promuovere
l'amicizia e la comprensione tra questo e gli altri paesi del mondo.
Ecco la mia promessa.
So we will begin with Alice Adelgren. Jake Alcorn. Sage Oster. Remy Berliner. Harrison Boyd. Connor Dallas. Jason Daly. Jordan Daly. Antonia DiVincenzo. Sydney Dordick. Perry Ertel. Alexandra Gann. Sarah Gretsch. Thomas James Guido. Zoe Harris. Cooper Lipton. Christopher Lombardi. Serena Metch. Alexandra Mon. Chiara Monteforte. Nicholas O'Donnell. Sophia Parada. Audrey Rosenberg. Jake Rosenberg, Ava Schoenhold, and Emmett Woland. I now ask our Spanish teachers to come up and induct our Spanish students.
Repita, por favor. Como miembro de la Sociedad Honoraria de Español, prometo dedicarme al estudio de la lengua española, con el fin de dominarla, algún día, recordando que una lengua puede ser un lazo fuerte entre personas de distintos orígenes, de raza o religión. Como ciudadano de mi patria, prometo promover la amistad y el entendimiento entre ella y los otros países del mundo. Esta es mi promesa y mi juramento. Felicidades.
Sage Oster is a double language, but she's not here tonight, so congratulations to Sage. Tyler Bond, John Calvow, Lauren Chase, Alexis Coutier, Antonia DiVincenzo. She is a double language inductee. Kira Eckhart, Ishan Gol, Alexa Goldberg, Emily Goldman, Gabriel Goldman, Casey Goldstein, Mark Canner, Charlotte Karp, Samantha Keltz, Chloe Cole, Ainara Lalani, Sebastian Lashmet, Andrew Levy, Thomas Levy, Maya Lisnerski, Ethan Lipton, Julia Maharis, Savannah Mathis, Isabella Pantusa, Evan Petta, Liam Porter, Harley Rappaport, Abigail Rondeau, Audrey Rosenberg for the second time tonight. Thanks for it. Aaron Stein. Alana Vinciquera. Slater Weiss. Jordan Wolf. And Adriana Zawolczyk. Big round of applause for everybody. So while this evening focuses primarily on our students, it is the healthy collaboration between student, family, and educators that constitutes a strong language program. We would like to thank you, the parents, for supporting us and for sharing your appreciation for foreign cultures and languages, for teaching your children to explore the world around them and to be thankful for everything of the opportunities that they have. Congratulations to you.